Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Riverside International Raceway, site to race number 7 of the 2009 NRSL Coconut Cup Series season. And alongside me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Yeah, the streak's still intact.
And on the front row today will be Derek Hamill, who went out and won Duel 1 after starting on, won Duel 2 after starting on pole. And alongside him, after the engine failure for Jessica Shelton, Jonathan Zorline, who won Duel 2, also gets promoted up to the front row. Isaac Flickinger, the Most Sport winner, will start alongside Zachary Fitzwater, a road course ace in his own right, in row 2. With Tristan Wilhoit, Gatlin Downey, the top starting rookie, in row 3. Paul Swanson alongside William Duncan, a two-time Thornton winner. Can he get it done on the left and right course here today in row 4? And in row 5 will be Seth Cole and Matt Duncan. I think, unless I miscounted. Either way, without further ado, here's Stephen Paul III with his thoughts and predictions as I show you the rest of the field.
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting race. A little bit of note here: the front row starters, besides 07, 06, Steve Paul spun from starting on the pole. Matt Duncan finished 33rd. So starting up front might not be a thing. And unfortunately, I see Derek Hamill not running too well in this race. Guy to watch definitely is going to be that 48 car of Isaac. Definitely really good at the road courses. And if it wasn't for a 30-second penalty, we might be even talking about being a champion right now. As we go look at our final, a lot of people in the top 10 in points. That will be more for Charles as Mary Shelley and Henry Sanford starting out back. So more of these guys toward the front.
Drivers,
Damn it.
start your engines!
Almost got in. So as we come into this one, only 3 drivers could actually leave here as the points leader. Those being Stephen Paul III, who will start towards the rear in 30th. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, you are kidding me. Nemco cannot get a break.
That's an F.
Wow. Even when she makes races, something goes wrong.
Man.
Oh,
Damn.
This isn't going to end well. This isn't going to end well.
No, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well for Kev's driver.
Oh my.
And it doesn't. And RJ Reynolds gets screwed.
I feel like we should restart that.
Yes, I think we should too.
This is okay. So we don't normally do this, but that was kind of out of his control. We're going to restart that.
I think we should stop recording though.
I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just get it closer.
Okay.
It's just we've already done pre-race. Okay.
And also,
take 2.
And also, you know that it's not rigged against Kev.
Yeah, we got proof of it on camera. So the drivers that can leave here as the points leader, as I was mentioning, is Let's Go Trackside.
Drivers, start your engines!
Stephen Paul III, Chris Wilson, and JT Bryant, not Jeff James, JT Bryant in the 98. So hopefully this time we don't have any problems up front. It looks like we don't.
I'll get the onboards in a second.
Well, I mean, we'll use them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Doesn't matter if this race. Like I was saying here, Isaac Flickers definitely got the hot hit here, and we also found out Roush hasn't won in 2 seasons. So look for that 17 trying to get the Roush banner back in victory lane.
And we're both going with Hendrick drivers. My driver to watch is Dylan Young in the 24.
Yes. Alexander Rowe won his first race of the road course. Can he get a second one today?
And the Moreno Valley Mall 400 is green.
That is great. See Mary Shelley already making 3 wide back there. Isaac Flicker wants to go for that lead.
That didn't take long.
Oh, guys, this is
already
going
they
to be
fan out
interesting.
2 wide back here. Can they survive turn 1? It's Zorline that actually gets by his own teammate there, and Isaac.
Oh no!
Did the back of the field survive? They did.
Oh, that's good. Well, Henry Sanford's been having a terrible weekend.
Oh, Swanson now is trying to get by Isaac Flickinger. As the 48 continues to fall back.
Well, you know, maybe he'll have a way to, you know, pit strategy is definitely going to play into a thing. We've seen the D&Q race, like, you know, calling it back to the front can work for sure. And it was actually pre-run for this race for the first time.
Huh?
So the D&Q race was finally pre-run before this actually race.
Oh, true. Yeah. As it was Hamill that's able to get out to the lead.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Still side by side with Swanson and Flickinger.
Derek Hamill's best grip finish is third, and taking the lead early. That's pretty good at a road course. This might not end in shambles.
As it's Swanson clears, Matt Duncan took a peek, but it's William Duncan who sends it on Matt Duncan.
William Duncan, a 2-time road course winner in the series.
Also took advantage of and tried to get the spot on the 40. And Tim Randolph sent to the wall.
That's not good for Mr. Tim Randolph.
And a lot of damage to the right side of the All-Sport Toyota.
Yeah, the All-Sport's turning a little brown because he got to crap his pants when he's supposed to spun in front of the field.
As JT Bryant went wide, uses spots to Hunter Braxton, Steve Pollard, and Amy Shelley when all was said and done.
Like I mentioned, a lot of people start in the...
Shelley goes wide.
Yeah, a lot of people in the top half of the points are starting in the back, so definitely the drivers up there want to capitalize on this. As I say that, Steve Pollard thirds are up to 24th.
Steve Pollard is up to 23rd.
26, excuse me.
No, Allison's up to 26th.
Yep, Allison also up there in the top 5 points.
Oh, was actually 36 back here. There's Charles Sanford who trying to make up for a bad qualifying effort.
Max Anderson, who won this race last year by 9 seconds over Delon Abrahamian, is starting back here.
Yeah,
is back here trying to work on it. Yeah, no kidding. Zorline up here. Zorline won, I think, 2 career races at 3 unit and Pick Stadium trying to get his first road course when he's within a second of Hamill.
As Kenny Momo is trying to chase down the 27, we'll try and get you back up front. Alexander Rose side by side with Jeff James into turn 1. But it's going to be Jeff James that wins that battle.
Interesting though about Fitzwater. He's made a couple.
As we've had a lead change, as Derek Hamill must have went. Oh, Derek Hamill's been in the wall. Look at the left side of the Aaron's Toyota.
Yeah, must have been maybe a little some contact like we see in practice. Well, almost a big time contact.
Well, I'm willing to bet it was on that final corner. We saw that was the big problem last year, and it looks like it's bit Derek Hamill here early on.
Like I mentioned, I expected one of the front row starters to struggle, and unfortunately, I thought him would be the one, and I was too incorrect. Fitzwater has been kind of the road course ace. He won a couple of road courses in the Hooters Series last year. I think his last was at, well, that's a short track, Pennsylvania, but he finished second at most sports in the 48, so he's been kind of getting that road course. He's from
right
Australia.
Now he's running second to a different Hendrick Chevrolet.
Yeah.
It's now Jonathan Zorline up front in the GoDaddy
Instead of lap cars, he's going to hate Hendrick cars.
HendrickCars.com? Wait, what?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but it makes sense with Fitzwater from Australia. That don't they race a lot of road courses in Australia?
Yeah, makes sense. Why Marcus Ambrose also. 29 brushes the wall, but he gets away with it.
Wait, what? Is this on? Did you leave at 107?
Yeah, it's still on 107.
Okay, so we have more cars.
But it's also now on realistic weather as opposed to what we see.
The other one. Oh, Brett Hill is also into the top 10. I mean, didn't he start out back?
That is not a surprise. There were some people who were kind of pointing to him as, with final practice, as a car that could maybe contend.
Early contender for rookie of the year.
RJ Reynolds has made an early pit stop.
And he must from the wall contact, but the 7 is the only rookie to make every start this year. Oh, well, that 41 makes sense. Did RJ get screwed again?
That is for wall contact.
Yeah, like I was mentioned, Brett Hill's the only rookie to make all 7 starts, so definitely that's pretty good to count as Fitzwater's there.
Yeah, Fitzwater reeling in the 25 all over the back bumper now well, not all over it, but you get what I mean. As William Duncan now trying to pass his former teammate in the Truck Series, Paul Swanson.
Never mind Paul Swanson. All 3 of Duncan's drivers in the top 10. That's a rarity
Isaac
for sure.
Flickinger gets back by, or keeps the spot on Matt Duncan, one or the other.
Isaac Flickinger season 39th in Atlanta. Oh, God.
Oh, Swanson, keep it out of the fence. He did.
Don't get turned by Duncan.
As lead change, Zachary Fitzwater to the lead.
Nice. Wow, 3 lead changes in about 5 laps. That's a miracle for a road course.
As looks like Hamill continues to struggle. Here comes Gatlin Downey chasing down the 00 for 4th.
One of the reasons why I kind of like the format we have, because if we went the other way, Fitzwater probably would not be in this race. Fitzwater missed the first 3 races, and now he finally got his mojo going, and now he's in the lead trying to get a wild card spot.
Well, he'd still have to get one. He'd have to win the race, and then 2, he'd also have to be top 30 in points first.
Well, I think he's gonna have a good chance to get in there.
We'll wait and see. There's still 3 cars within a second of each other up front. Paul Swanson
Yeah,
trying to
and-pitch
reel in the
strategy.
60 and be the top running rookie here at Riverside.
Well, besides Colin Crawley's DNQ, all 3 RCR cars are also in the top 10.
And Isaac Flickinger, I thought, had a run on the 31 for a moment.
Matt Duncan, which my favorite stat about Matt Duncan, his best career finish is still from his first career start at Bristol.
As trying to look now, Zorline trying to learn from Fitzwater. Double zero nearly caught the wall again.
Oh, I think, did Hamill make this race last year? Let me see.
Yes? Question mark?
Uh,
As Brett Hill now has fallen to 12th, gotten passed by Jeff James.
Yeah, but he finished 41st, so didn't get a lot of laps on the track, so it's probably showing the early struggles for Hamill. Not used to be as far as somebody up there almost getting
That
lapped.
was Tim Randolph who had to make the early pit stop.
Yep, Zorline, who comes in this race, below Hamill in the points, 41st.
I was going to say, he's not dead last. He's still top 42.
Yeah,
Hamill
Fitzwater's
was 40th in points coming in.
Where's the
Fitzwater
17?
was 38th. And Will Hoyt was, you know what? I told you this, actually. He's 55th. Remember, I told you where the top 10 were, top 10
Oh,
starters
yeah,
were
that's
in
true.
points.
Well, you know, it's a trend of the weekend. Greg Jones, 31st, Lane Sanders, 38th, and now Fitzwater, 33rd. So I guess, you know, being low in the points is a pretty good thing to
Yeah,
win.
unfortunately, that seems to be the common thread with most races, isn't it?
Yeah, and hopefully for Fitzwater that if he wins, he does a DNQ next week.
Yeah, that would be also the case. As Swanson chasing down the 60. This is still right now the best battle on track. Matt Duncan takes a look at Isaac Flickinger into turn 1, thinks better of it.
Paul Swanson's best finish so far is a 10th at 3 units, so definitely having a solid run here trying to help him in the points. He's not terribly in the points, but needs a little better 25th, so
And
that's
Matt
not terrible.
Duncan gets by the 48.
Oh,
Seth
wow.
Cole took a peek at it, but can't quite make the move work.
I got to give a lot of props to Matt Duncan. He's 31st in points, but how much that 6 struggled last year, and well, they weren't bad in 07, but definitely the best Roush car for sure. Good job by Duncan.
So
Just hasn't
far.
got the finishes. Yeah, he just hasn't got the finishes he needs, that's all.
As William Duncan now trying to chase down the 13. The 60 still trying to get by the double zero. This now 3 full seconds behind the race leader. Duncan with a run on the 13.
Yep, trying to pull on the inside. Jeff James is just outside the top
It's
10.
the inside for the next corner, but not the inside for the line for the corner you want it to be.
Yeah. Speed 29 card. A little bit high in the air. Need to get that splitter down.
As William makes the move, or at least is taking a peek at it.
They're trying to.
Might be able to make the move off of the final corner. 60 was in the fence.
Oh, no!
That was close. I think someone else got it. It might have been the 47. It was. Judging by the left side damage there. 87 looks like she's been in the fence as well.
Well, you know, it's a slick, yeah, definitely. It's a slick day here. I mean, nobody's
Well,
out
she's
so
got damage
far.
to the right side, but I think she's also, yep, you can see it right there. The 87 also has damage to the left side of her Huckleberry Barbecue Toyota.
Well, I mean, I think it's a good thing this is happening. It just shows you how hard it is to drive these COT cars here. I mean, ran the COTs every year here, I believe. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge to drive them.
Swanson again reeling in the 60. Zorline has not let Fitzwater get away. It's still under a second, but now Will Hoyt is falling back.
Excuse me, we didn't run this. We ran in season 4. We were still the old cars, so it's been 3 years we ran these new cars here. Yeah, I mean, Paul Swanson trying to catch him right here. We see Seth running 10th. He's not going to get a full race, not going to get the points lead, but he can definitely close in the definitely higher, the best runner of the top 10 in points.
He was the only top 10 starter today that was also top 10 in the points, so yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, whoever wins this race, too, there's no cup race next week, so bragging rights for almost 2 weeks if you win.
Well, yeah, until you DNQ the next race.
Yeah, no shit.
We apologize for language. Brett Hill under attack, nearly getting turned.
Yeah, oh my god, what a save.
And what a
Marcus
save
Ambrose.
by Marcus Ambrose. He will lose a spot to Gene Sanford and maybe to Steve Pollard.
Oh my god, man. Oh, Jesus.
Or Steve's going to lose a spot maybe to Bradley Ream.
Oh, Ream's been in the fence too.
He's been into something. He doesn't have quite the same damage that the 87 has.
Amy, I don't think Amy's the only track Amy hasn't won is a road course right here. So let me double check that stat.
Well, her first one was Chicago, and I know that.
Yeah, she never won. Well, Invincible Arena is 5 corners, but that's a short track. Yeah, she's never won at a road course, so she's trying to get that one off her bucket list.
As William Duncan take 2 on trying to get by the 13 now. This is the battle for 6th.
No, this is a really good run for the Germain 13. I don't remember them running at all competitive at the road courses last year, so this is a good job for them. Here we go.
As William making a peek. This time he's there.
Yep.
And Swanson's going to have to yield it. Well, he's going to fight back. Seth Cole in the fence.
Oh, big time in the fence.
31 hanging strong around the outside. This turns into the inside for the next corner. Matt Duncan's looking like he's trying to take advantage. He does. Here comes Flickinger as well.
Yeah, he was in a Duncan sandwich right there. Oh.
You can see the damage to the left side of the 07 now.
I mean, it's kind of good. It kind of helps us with passing as 48 car.
That's going to allow that's going to put the 07 on a bad line. That might actually help Jeff James get by the 07.
Yep, Brett Hill coming through, trying to get the 88. Gene's still here. Gene's like 59th in the points, so.
Yeah, something like that. As Brett Hill tried to take advantage of the 88, can't quite get the move done.
Yeah,
still side by side with Isaac Flickinger and Seth Cole.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen a wreck over here, but they're definitely trying.
Well, they wrecked into the final corner in happy hour, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't got Brandon Jones to wreck on the straightaway here. As battle right here. Oh,
this battle's been going on basically the entire lap. As Isaac, I think, is going to be able to hang on to the spot. There is one of the leaders on pit lane here on lap 11. It is Derek Hamill.
Anybody out of the race?
No, not yet. So all 42 cars still running. Brett Hill is going to get by Jeff James. And Ambrose can't take advantage of it. Brett Hill's going to try and take advantage of Seth Cole going wide.
I think the 55 might have ran into trouble because he's running, unless he pitted.
No, he just fell back there.
Yeah, not a surprise. So, oh, God.
And this is a gaggle of cars as Gene Sanford tries to make the move on Ambrose now.
What's the bumper to Ambrose?
Steve Pollard trying to go around the outside. That's not the move I would recommend. He's going to actually probably lose a spot to Amy Shelley in all of this.
Yeah, Steve's DNQ'd twice and finished 39th here at Riverside. Not one of his best tracks. So
Kenny Moma trying to get by Bradley Ream. Someone else also pit. It was the 57, Stephen Paul III also pit.
Yeah, if you're in the back, gotta do some strategy.
So Kenny Moma trying to get by Ream. If he can hang in there, this turns into the inside. Ream sideways, nearly in the guardrail.
Actually, Moma finished 4th. Steve finished 18th last year, so he's had one decent run here. Oh, God. Here comes Hunter Braxton.
Trying to get by. JT Bryant takes a really high line because someone was pitting in front of him.
Wow, I didn't even get the fence. Wow, that was amazing.
That was Gene Sanford in the who came into pit that time.
Hunter Braxton never ran here in the one truck race or the Cup, so he's kind of in a detriment for track-to-track time this race.
Matt Duncan has gone around Paul Swanson. And William Duncan has gone around Gatlin Downey.
William's got a good car right here.
Let's see. Who else pit that time then? Nope. Looks like just the 87.
Yeah. How long was the stop?
Well, she hasn't finished the service yet. So, still fixing the damage, basically. As Swanson trying to reel back in the 6. Now the service is done the 87, a 25-second stop.
Oh, they had to get some hammers over there for that one. Paul Swanson, I don't think I can ever remember all Duncan's drivers finishing top 10, so that'd be a success for them.
Well, we know who to blame if something goes wrong.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
As Zorline now pits from 2nd.
I love that. See everybody on alternate strategies right here. Makes the race interesting. Yeah, wow, definitely alternate strategy. Nobody else.
Well, no, there is a few. Isaac Flickinger, Seth Cole's going to pit. Bradley Ream, JT Bryant duck in.
Whoa, Ream just barely made it to pit road.
So will Alexander Rowe.
There was some contact. I saw some dirt, some of the particles kick up.
That's just because of how it was made. Oh, pretty
Whoa.
shot hard into the wall.
Oh, that's a crash. And God.
Brett Moma. Oh, go.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, no, God, that's a caution. Oh, that's a caution.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, yellow.
Well,
That's
lucky break for those that had pit.
Alright, you guys just witnessed history. That is the first time in almost 5 years there's a caution at a road course.
No, we ran caution.
When we have another caution?
We ran cautions on Infineon. That
We
first
did?
season.
When?
The first season, I think.
Oh, that's what I said. First time since season 2 Watkins Glen we've had a caution at a road course.
As I think it's going to be a lucky break for those that had already pit. The fact that we actually had seen it.
Yeah, that had to be a yellow. I mean, a car flipping over the pit wall had to be a yellow.
As Zachary Fitzwater leads under the yellow, Mitchell Hodak, Brett Moma, and Pretty Shaw. And I think RJ Reynolds is going to be able to stay on the lead lap because he would have taken... Oh, look out.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Watch out, Fitzy.
Brian James actually might be trapped a lap down.
Oh, Brian James will get the lucky dog then.
He's not... The only reason I say is because he's not passing the pace car.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a pace plus pretty soon.
Well, yeah. With that, let's go ahead and take a look back at what happened. I kind of saw it live, so... And we're back. Here's what happened coming off the final corner. Pretty Shaw's running up on Jack James and just kind of gets a little bit tight coming off the corner, runs into the 8, trying to save it, and loops it.
Yeah, usually I don't like caution, but you know, nice almost hit the starter.
Henry Sanford quick avoidance. Brett Moma not so lucky. And Hodak just nowhere to go. Oh my God. I mean, luckily the 19 does not flip into pit lane.
The second Richard Petty Motorsports car to flip. The 9 didn't flip the D&Q race, at least.
Oh, yeah, the 43 flipped in its duel.
Oh, no, Time Pollock's going to flip. Crap.
As with that, let's go ahead and go back to the restart. Well, before we went to green, we weren't going to cover the pit stops, but there was an incident on pit lane involving the 6 of Matt Duncan. This is what's going to happen when you have 38 cars pitting. Seth Cole's coming in, 6 is leaving, and Paul Swanson, an innocent victim as well.
That's enough.
Oh, and RJ Reynolds, Kenny Moma, and Gene Sanford. What the
hell? Wow.
What happened with this? Oh, and Brett Hill was leaving his pit stall when Rowe came in.
And then they just obliterated each other.
Oh my.
And then Kenny Moma, oh God. Well, this is why we don't do cautions, folks.
Oh, and Moma runs into...
And then Kenny Moma said,
wow.
Well, this is also why we don't do yellows.
Usually, yeah. A unique set of circumstances happen in here. Let's go back to the restart. And we're back. So no one officially out yet because they're still getting towed. But Bradley Ream was the only driver to stay out. And so he inherits the lead. Fitzwater is second. Downey third. William Duncan fourth. Paul Swanson is fifth. And looks like his car is not damaged. Isaac Flickinger would be in sixth. Jeff James seventh. Steve Pollard is in eighth.
AT.
And there's a mess right here, apparently, because JT Bryan and Seth Cole don't know who's supposed to be where.
I think maybe because the 6 stopped?
That
I don't know.
Oh, there's this. Yeah, because the 6 was coming back up.
Yeah, that might be after Black the 6.
Well,
this is going to be an interesting restart.
And then Kenny Moma's driving up through.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting restart.
Yeah, this really is.
Yeah, maybe if there's a flip, sorry, you're going to just have to get pried out while the cars are flying by you.
Show you the rest of the field, the way that they run.
No lucky dog.
The casualties of the caution: Brett Hill, Alexander Rowe, We now officially, I think, have the 3 retirees from the wreck of Pretty Shaw, Brett Hill, and Mitchell Hodak.
Hopefully no one else is flips.
Hopefully. And hopefully there's not, like, just massive track blocking wreck.
Yeah, because pit road with these cars are terrible.
Well, I mean, if we just didn't have 38 cars pitting at the same time.
That's true. And let's see, I think Ree might pit.
No, I doubt it. He might pit a few laps after the green here, but Seth and JT are still side by side coming to the green. Kenny Moma and Matt Duncan pit, and we're green once again.
That might be a black. They might have a black flag.
Well, Seth got the spot over JT, and Steve Pollard's gonna get both of them. Oh, that was close. Oh, God.
Oh, trouble.
Hunter Braxton saved it. They didn't save it back here, though. Mary Shelley's around.
Oh, God.
How was the restart less chaotic or more chaotic than the start?
I don't know, man, but the 18, that's a tough break for that Interstate Batteries throwback car. As Bradley Cream, now here's an interesting thing. Bradley, the last time the 21 was at a road course, Chris Wilson's in last. Oh, that's going to be enough.
As Fitzwater trying to hunt him down. Fitzwater definitely a better car than the 20's been, but who knows? Maybe if with Ream gain clean air, he might be able to do something. MoMA released after 31 seconds stop after running into the back of the 70, or who was he running into the back of?
RJ.
No, he hit RJ coming out of his pit and then ran into someone else. Oh, he ran into the back of Gene. That's right. Never mind.
Gene
as
the 16
Ream
is
under pressure, here comes the 29. Don't turn him, Fitzy. You've got fresher tires. You've got a better car.
I remember. Oh my God.
That was close. 43-second stop for Matt Duncan. You hate to see it for the 6.
Yeah,
Mary Shelley pits.
The 20 is what?
Matt Duncan's actually out.
Oh, that sucks.
As 29 pressuring the 20, and here comes his RCR teammate. They might have an RCR 1-2 as a credit of that caution.
I would love to point out that 4 Hendrick cars are in the top 10.
48, 88, 24, and 25, and the other one D&Q'd. 18, a 20-second stop for their damage.
So the 20 cars won almost
6th.
Well, that's good for Swanson, but the 20 cars won every year besides one with a lot of different drivers. They won with Brock, they won with Preston Plord, Zach Kreller, Austin Oko. There's been so many different drivers to run this car. No consistency.
As here comes Fitzwater. Contact! Nearly in the fence. He saved it. Swanson got the wall.
That's why Fitzwater is the Hooters champion, but here comes Duncan.
Side by side between the RCR teammates. Coming towards turn 1. Fitzwater's going to win that battle. Downey's going to get 3rd as a result.
Whoa.
Isaac Flickinger going to go to 4th. Or at least try to.
The 60s trying to... EM Motorsports trying to get their first ever win.
Well, the newly branded EM Motorsports. Alexander Rowe made a pit stop. Paul Swanson's going to try and get by the 31.
No, Alexander Rowe did not make a pit stop. He just got released from pit road.
Oh, that's true. Thank you. My bad. Yeah. Or, wait, might be retired then. 7 is officially out.
Yeah, that's going to be one of their first DNFs this season. What else? Steve Paul has started in the back of this field. He has driven his way to the front.
As he's under threat from Dylan Young. Duncan trying to get by the 48 car.
See where he's
Steve Pollard's going to have the preferred line. Here comes Swanson.
Oh, man, this final corner, it's been one of the best Riverside races ever.
As Isaac Flickinger's in the wall.
Oh, God, yep. And that might be 3 wide off this corner.
Oh, they're going to be 3 wide into turn 1.
That's not going to work.
3 into 1 worked.
It's working. It somehow worked. I don't know how.
Swanson's going to get the 2-for-1 special. Steve Pollard's going to take advantage. Here comes Dylan Young.
Oh, my God. Steve Paul won at Mosport a couple seasons ago, trying to get his second road course win, and I can't believe how strong that 27's been driving through the field.
And Fitzwater starting to close back in on the 20. Zorline under threat from Jeff James.
And you know Fitzwater's not going to cut Ream any breaks after that rough driving he gave him.
Well, here comes
I actually
the 29.
just ran his best. Well, you know, look at Ream's best lap. He just ran the fastest lap of the race, I think.
Yeah, he did the last time by, and that was actually the 5th quickest lap of the entire race. So the clean air is doing wonders for that Home Depot Toyota.
He is 52nd in the points, people. No top 10s.
Well, he still is gonna have to pit here shortly, I would think. Round lap.
But
22.
everybody else does too. Bradley Ream has only made 2 races this season. 14th. He's the Brett Moma.
Well, Gatlin Downey.
Here comes Fitzwater. Here comes Fitzwater.
Where's William Duncan? There's Duncan. JT
wow,
Bryan in the wall.
Charles Sanford for the last row on the grid.
No.
Oh no, that was the other thing.
That was Henry Sanford.
How about Jess with a fresh motor
Jess
in that car?
did have to go to the rear. She was slated to start second. She had to go all the way back to 36th.
I swear to God, if the 78 turns her, I'm gonna be pissed.
I think she would be too. As we go back up to the race lead, where it is under half a second for Zachary Fitzwater trying to get the lead back.
Well, someone I know did start in the back was Bill Bragg Jr., and he's up to 15th. So, wow, that caution definitely helped a lot of people who were like many seconds back.
Allison Rain up to 20th. Stephen Paul III, 21st. The 16 is officially 2 laps down.
Oh, well, he needs 2 cautions.
Well, I doubt he's going to get 2 cautions.
Yeah, I highly doubt that either.
Especially if the battle for the lead is entertaining.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Fitzwater going wide. Does that mean Ream's pitting?
Yes, but remember, I don't actually, maybe.
No.
Yes.
So they start to catch Kenny Moma as well.
Fitzwater's there.
And back here, Steve Pollard trying to look for a way around the 13.
What a drive by Steve Pollard, man. This is impressive.
As Fitzwater continues to hound the rookie.
Yeah, putting some pressure on him, but they're going to catch a damn lap car pretty soon.
Well, uh-oh. That might be borderline fast pace.
That might be, but,
We'll check it again in a few laps, and we'll see. We'll give him benefit of the doubt. But,
yep. Bradley Ream is off. Fitzwater's there.
Well, because there we
go. Battle for the lead.
21.830 would be the minimum speed.
As right now, Gatlin Downey's waiting in the wings if they crash.
As Fitzwater, that's not the line you want, though.
Oh, Downey's going to block him. He's going to try to do the crossover.
That's Ream.
Oh, Ream. What did I say?
You said Downey.
Oh,
Fitzwater
God.
with the crossover.
Nice move by Fitzwater right there.
And he's got the lead.
Not yet. Now he does.
Okay, Kenny Moma's cleared minimum speed that lap. So he cleared it by 0.4.
And Fitzwater takes the lead, but there's still a long way to go here.
So Ream now back to second. Can he hang on? Or for how long can he hang on?
Well, he did a great job. Steve Paul, Dylan Young,
Dylan Young's up to 6, the former Riverside winner.
Yep, he won here. Max Anderson was in the top 15. He was last year's winner by 9 seconds.
Well, more damage to the left side of the 88.
I'm not surprised how they're racing.
And side by side right here.
Sam Schluter, man.
Sam Schluter is up into the top 15, I think. As Willowite's all over the 28.
I gotta remind you, Sam Schluter's made 4 starts, 3 starts up to this race, 10th, 13th, and 10th. Wow, this team, if they make races, they are good.
And Seth Cole trying to pressure JT Bryant.
And JT could possibly take the points lead, possibly, so he's trying to race up here.
A lot of that would have required him to basically kind of like lead a lot of laps, which he hasn't done.
Yeah,
and
but he's still starting in the back.
This 57 would have also had to like finish 32nd or worse, I think.
Yeah, so, well, at least he'll gain some.
Zorline trying to pressure Duncan, who's trying to catch back up to the 48.
They've
and
caught
meanwhile,
that lap car.
They did catch the 71. I'm going to say
Indeed.
that he's below the minimum speed for that lap because he was getting passed.
Yeah, and that Ream struggled to pass it. Fitzwater is opening the gap.
Yep, already over a second. Trying to look for where the best battle. It looks like this is the best battle right here. The 48 versus 31 versus 25.
After a miserable season, I mean, the 88 did make the chase, but Henry looks like they're coming to play today. I mean, they've been running pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they've actually had quite a few races where they were running all 4 cars.
Just haven't got the
five,
results. Let's see how we come.
When you have 5 cars, so odds are you're going to get 1 to D and Q anyway. But
Yeah, and I mean, Roush hasn't won in 2 seasons, so I mean, it's with 5 cars doesn't mean anything. As 31 a little loose off right that corner. 3 Chevrolets right here.
As Duncan continues to try and chase down the 48.
Like the normal trend, no Fords in the top 10.
Yeah, it's been a while. We figured out it's been 21 races since a Ford went to victory lane. You said 21.
No, it's 21. I'm not counting.
This would be 22 if they didn't win.
And the last team to win doesn't even exist anymore. For God's sake.
Swanson trying to now get by the 71, and that's
15
not the line he
laps to go
wanted. Here comes
no.
Steve Pollard, but Steve's going to have to get around the 71.
Don't do it, Steve.
And he does get it by the 13, so move the 27 up to 4th. Dylan Young trying to go up into the top 5 now.
Oh, almost died trying to make that move.
And now Steve has to try and deal with the 71.
Yeah, Steve started second here and got spun by Jess on lap 1, never recovered, finished 39th. So, Kirsch Helmerdine got some good setups for this track.
If the 71 doesn't... I know he's getting lapped, but if the 71 can't pick up the speed on this lap, I think we're going to have to park him.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to.
He's running below the minimum speed. Here comes Swanson. They're going to split
him. Oh, they're going
him.
to split him. Dylan Young goes to Pollard, the veteran driver.
Well, and that's also going to be the inside line. We're going to follow the 71's lap. Well,
48 almost in the grass.
We'll follow this battle, and then we'll look at the 71's lap. As Dylan Young gets by Swanson, now wants to get by Steve Pollard. The lead is now 2 seconds as Downey's caught the 20.
Dylan Young trying to also, he's almost 2 races back. Trying to get
Fitzwater and Downey are in pit lane.
Ream stays out.
So Ream is going to get the lead back.
Oh my god. Well, I hope somebody flips.
Oh yeah, that's getting worse. I'm sorry. And again, I don't like doing this on screen, but yeah, that car is just way off the pace.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So Bradley Ream, what a pit strategy right now for this team.
I mean, God, and they've gone the longest. I don't even know what lap they pit. They must have pit right when the caution came out.
We'll probably take a look at it after the race just to like verify, but I feel like he was. Well, the caution came out what, lap 13?
Yeah.
I think he was on pit lane lap 11.
But still, great fuel mileage.
As Duncan now trying to pressure the 13, I feel like the 20's got to be coming in this time.
Yeah, it has to be. But I mean, you know what? I mean, usually, I mean, I don't know. Can he hold? I mean, he was 2 seconds back.
There's no way he can make it.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's pitting. No, basically.
Yeah, he is. There's Mary Shelley on pit lane again, so she must have hit the wall.
Yep, it's up today for Mary.
As Dylan Young will stay out, trying to lead a lap.
Yeah, pit strategy, 5 points. Every 5 points counts.
And it didn't work though. He didn't lead the lap.
Nope, that goes to Ream still. Who's trying to get the most laps led?
I think that would still go to Fitzwater. Zorline also stayed out.
Hendrick
and Will Hoyt. So it looks here comes a 4th. Here comes the pack of who else stayed out.
Oh God.
Tim Randolph, Time Pollard, Stephen Pollard 3rd, Derek Hamill also stayed out.
How about Tim Randolph running 10th? Remember, he was a minute and a half behind when the caution came out.
Gene Sanford stayed out, and there's Fitzwater and Rose still making minimum speed at least.
Yeah, he didn't. He just got. He just killed someone.
Who was the other one? I'm trying to think of.
They all retired.
Well, no, there was someone else that had damage. Was it the 18?
Yeah, the 18 crashed. Remember? On the restart, 18 in the dirt.
Either way. So Dylan Young coming around. This time he should be able to lead the lap.
Yep, and now 13 laps to go. It's gonna be. I mean, Dylan might be able to make it.
Oh, that's true. No, so Dylan Young will stay on track. He will lead the lap, so that's 5 bonus points for the 24. The 25 is staying out.
Now remember, you 13 laps to go. You can make it. Those other guys can't.
Well, can they though? Those
That's
first
true.
round pit stops was around lap 11.
If Randolph can't.
As Randolph pits.
Baller.
Now the 20 made with caution laps made it 14 or so.
That's true. There's no caution laps now. Fitzwater's leading. I don't know who's behind him.
It's still
not leading.
I mean, effective race leader, maybe.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But
So-
Dylan Young, good strategy by Dylan Young. I mean, and Time Paul and Steve and Hamill and the 7. Well, maybe not
Well,
good for
if it
Charles
works,
State.
it's great strategy. If it works, as the 57 is falling back, the problem is Fitzwater just ran a minute 18 lap on the fresh tires. These guys are running minute 20s, minute 21s, minute 19s.
But there's still about 4 seconds. A little bit.
Now, I don't think Fitzwater could make up a pit stop on the 24. If
Or the
Fitzwater
25.
does indeed have to pit again.
Yeah, I think the top 2 should be fine.
As
And top 4,
Dylan
maybe.
Young will pit this time around. So
Yep.
will Zorline.
Like I said, 5 points is very crucial.
Okay, so I feel like that's going to basically indicate that all of these guys are going to pit this time. There's the 44-00 and the 57, which should hand the lead over to Zachary Fitzwater.
Does he have enough fuel in the tank of that Shell Pennzoil car?
How big of a lead does he have to be able to try and maybe save an extra bit of fuel? Fitzwater brushes the wall.
Well, that doesn't help you, Fitzwater. Downey is
Downey's
fine.
getting held up behind the 16.
Yep. The 16 is still,
Well, so
making
16's
minimal
off the pace, but the thing is, he's not
The
3
71
seconds
slow.
off the pace.
Yeah, he's not the 71 type of slow.
As Bradley Ream is looking like he's going to be third in all of this.
That's still a great day for Ream.
Steve Pollard is currently fourth. Paul Swanson is fifth. Dylan Young is going to be sixth. Charles Sanford seventh. Jessica Shelton from 36 to 8 currently.
Wow.
After
The
having to
21
start
beats
out
that.
in the rear. Jonathan Zorline is 9th, and Max Anderson, provisionally, on my count at least, is 10th.
Wow.
And this is the battle for 9th right here with the 25. So 25 on cold tires, 78's got tires that are warmed up. Can
See if she can-
Anderson make the move for 9th?
And how about Bill Bragg Jr.?
No, he can't because he's going to go wide. Here comes Braddock. That is for 10th.
Braddock started, it was the
And
last
here
guy
comes
in our
Sam
points.
Schluter. He's up to
Sam,
12.
the legend. The legend, Slam Schuler.
He's going for 11th now.
Legendary Sam Schuler.
I mean, he's not got Kenny. He's not got Brett. It's actually a better Brett Moma.
Yeah.
Because, like, Brett Moma is, like, when he makes races, it's a sporadic win still.
Yeah.
But
big-
Sam Schluter's, like, consistent top 15 every time. And here comes Anderson to get the spot back.
And he's still top 27 in points, so, if he get that win, he might get that
was
wild card.
close.
Oh, Anderson, why? Charles Sanford, what a drive for the 05.
And it has cycled around. So Braddock actually got by Zorline for 9th. This is the battle
Bill
for
Braddock.
11th. Will Hoyt is 13th. Allison Rains up to 14th. Tim Randolph, Isaac Flickinger, Jeff James, Hunter Braxton needing a solid run. Duncan's got right side damage to the 31, so that leads me to believe he's maybe hit the inside pit wall. Seth Cole's in the top 20. Ambrose, Wilson, JT, Henry. What a cluster this is back here.
Oh, God.
Hamill almost up the middle from pole to 29th for the 00.
And what did I predict at the beginning of the race? One of the top 2 is finished in the back, and guess who it is? Derek Campbell.
And Brian James. What? Why did they slide like that? That was weird.
Tire wear.
Gene Sanford to 33rd.
Oh.
As Fitzwater has a 3-second lead. Here comes Bradley Ream catching the 60.
Steve Paul would also catch him. That's Rowe.
Well, that was Rowe. Yeah. So.
Steve Paul under 6 seconds
Sanford
now.
into the wall. Here comes the 21.
Oh, this is going to get interesting.
Oh, nearly contact.
Well, I'm going to head out of the booth for this one.
Dylan Young trying to take a peek at the 21 for 7th. Sanford now hanging on for dear life.
I'll let Charles narrate this one.
As you're not missing anything up front right now, this is the best battle on track. The 05 now a wounded Stater Brothers Chevrolet. Shelton trying to look for her first top 10 of the year. Maybe try and get a top 5 if she can get by the 05. We might have to check out that battle for second, though.
Yeah, it's getting tight up there with that one.
As I think the 21's going to be able to get it done because that damage is going to affect the 05 in a straight line. Shelton looking left. That's not where she's going to want to make the move. She wants to make the move to the right here. Actually, the 05 keeping up the straight line speed enough. But here comes Shelton taking a peek still. And gets the 05 out of the way. Nearly contact off the final corner between the 21 and the 05. And I think Shelton's going to be able to hang it around the outside a little bit better this time around. So Sanford is going to lose 2 spots because he's also going to get passed by Dylan Young. Trouble for Steve Pollard. From 4th spot, the Kirk Shelmerdine engine goes up in smoke.
The second Toyota engine to blow this week.
So moves Paul Swanson up to 4th. Bradley Ream is there.
You gotta have to look for that 27 because there's a lot of cars coming behind him.
Well, he's out of the way right now.
Yeah, you know, Steve Paul had a mechanical failure at Mosport. Man, we need to get our gremlins fixed for the road courses.
Sam Schluter going to be able to get around, no problem.
That is a massive F.
This would be the only spot where he might be on the racing line. But even then, they can get around him pretty easily. That's a long straight. That's a wide enough straightaway.
I'm curious what we blew.
Charles Sanford got by Dylan Young again. So
Bill Bragg Jr. wheeled that car.
Oh my. But here comes Dylan Young. That 05 just 2 damage in that corner. So
Yeah,
I feel like Dylan Young maybe tried to make the move on the 21. Max Anderson in the wall.
In the wall, he pounded the fence.
As we're under 10 to go, Fitzwater's
Fitzwater
pitting.
pitted. Oh, that's it.
That handed
That's
the lead
over.
to Downey.
That Fitzwater's done. Dylan Young can make it.
Well, so now the 05 continue to lose spots. He's fallen behind Braddock. Keeps the spot on Zorline barely.
Now, it did Fitzwater pit early to try to catch these guys.
Well, what does that mean for Downey? Downey pit the same lap as Fitzwater.
That's true. And Downey, I mean, God, does Downey even have a top 10 this year?
No.
Downey's best finish was 15th last week. He only has
Fitzwater
one
took
top
4
25.
tires, by the way, with 7 laps to go.
He's
Or 8
trying
laps
to,
to go, I mean.
I think I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to minimize the gap to Dylan Young.
Well, I feel like probably what he's thinking then is the fresh tires are going to mean something. Try and get him on. Watching
These
Downey.
guys are-
Does Downey pit? Yes. So does Bradley Ream. Ream can't make it.
No, Mary Shelley can't make it again.
Paul Swanson can't make it.
13-24 can definitely make it, or there's an issue.
Shelton is pitting. Dylan Young does stay out.
Yeah, Dylan
Zorline
Young can make
stays
it.
out. Wilhoit stays out.
So I expect these guys to stay out the rest of the race. I'll be shocked if they pit again.
So fuel mileage possibly playing a role here in the finish for Riverside.
I'd be very, very surprised if these guys pit again.
It was 2 tires for the 28. So the drivers pitting there are taking just 2 tires. We watched
Interesting.
Fitzwater. Schluter had to pit. There's Downey coming out of the pits.
Did he take 2? Oh, boy!
But Bradley Ream is up the road already.
Yeah, what did he take, 2?
He took 2. Everyone
Oh, that's
that pit,
interesting.
Everyone that pit that time took 2 tires, other than maybe the 05 with a 28-second stop.
Well, that's for damage. Now, here's the thing. I'll be very shocked if these guys can't make it.
Well, now we also have those that are trying to play a fuel mileage game, including Chris Wilson, JT Bryant, and Henry Sanford, as well as Stephen Paul III. 4 of
How's
the
his
top
night?
8 in points, trying to play the fuel mileage.
Can you at least give us this then?
As
I'll be shocked.
Dylan Young
I will be
staying out again.
I'll be shocked if any of these guys pit. They only pitted 5 laps ago or 6 laps ago.
Chris Wilson can't make it. Neither can JT.
Now they weren't with these cars that. Now it was Hamill, Ty Paul, and
Peter Onjek has to pit. So does Shelley. Here comes Brian James.
Those weren't one of those cars. It was
William
these
Brock
the guys.
had to pit.
There's
How far
Ream.
back is the 20? 22 seconds.
Now these were the cars that stay out now that made it. That was lap 27. That's 12 laps.
Well,
These were the
and
drivers.
Will Hoyt is all over Duncan, who's fresh out of the pits.
Yeah, so these were the drivers who are able to go the longest, and they pitted 7 laps ago. I'll be shocked if they can't make it.
Will Hoyt's in the grass.
Well, that's
Here
not going to help
comes
Will Hoyt.
Randolph.
Randolph was 42nd, a minute and a half. Look back. He doesn't even have a top 10 this year.
And now going for third.
Oh my God! Last year's champion, 1 career win in Indy. Zorline. Oh God!
And trying to make a move, maybe into the right-hander.
I'll be very, very surprised if any of these guys pit. Anybody pitting? Nope.
None of the
These guys can make it.
Seth Cole
No.
has to pit. So does
But he
Henry.
wasn't one of the drivers. Oh, that's a tough. Now it's gonna make it interesting. Is Palmer pit? No.
And now
Campbell,
how
no.
close is going to... Here comes Fitzwater.
Fitzwater's coming to Ream though.
But these two need to work together.
Yeah, they can't be taking each other out. That's gonna help them. They're saving fuel
They're
up
actually they lost time. 23 seconds back now.
there. Well, Dylan Young is still a strong car. That's the thing. Those 6 cars were the ones who made the longest.
Well,
if I
they're not
remember
going to be able to
correctly.
make it. The only way they're going to win is if these guys have to pit, because there's no way they can make up the ground.
There's no way they'll pit. We've seen 14 laps work. RJ's going to be in the way.
Well, yep, Dylan's catching RJ.
Yep. I'll be very surprised if Dylan has to pit. I'll be shocked.
There's 2 tires for Henry, Jack James, and Seth Cole.
Yeah, 2 tires. Definitely
Fuel
the way
only
to go
for
now.
the 4.
Wow, 4-car going for massive strategy. No, that's a pass.
That's going for a pass.
I don't think they'll pit. I'll be surprised if they do.
Mary Shelley in the wall again.
God, tough break for Mary Shelley. So they're gonna. Yeah, these guys made it the longest. So I'll be on the floor if they have to pit.
Duncan in the wall.
Well, you ain't gonna help your case if you keep hitting the wall, guys. Pollard's gonna stay out again.
Pollard's able to stay out. Pollard, though, in the fence.
I'm Pollard.
Fitzwater,
And here we
with
go.
his 4 fresh tires, gets the move done on Bradley Ream.
And yeah, he's gonna clear him. So now, how much gap can Fitzwater do?
But they're still 23.5 seconds back.
Now remember, yeah, I
There's
understand
no
why
way
he
he can
didn't
make
work.
up that ground. There's no way.
He's driving. Now look at the lap times too. Dylan Young is not falling off because when they pit, they hit 121s.
So yeah, he's still running minute 18s.
So he's not anywhere danger in fuel at all because when they start having to pit, it's 121. Now can Zachary Fitzwater get the 5th? Yeah, I think he can.
Oh yeah, he could. I think he could even. Yeah, I think 5th is about as high as he could get.
Yeah, but great. I mean, Dylan Young, man, if this works out, this is going to be an amazing strategy. He's going to enter the top 10 in points for sure.
There's Shelley pitting. Amy Shelley pitting again.
Well, maybe they get the tank full or something, but I
Oh,
don't
she hit
see
the
these
wall.
guys pitting. So that too, Dylan Young is going to stay. Yeah, Dylan Young's got the fuel,
So it's now
man.
3 laps to go here at Riverside.
Well, you made your bet already.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's not even a battle for position.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Duncan's a lot down.
Oh, my bad. And now Fitzwater can't. Now he's going to get Hamill and time Paul, but how much time he loses passing them? There's Fitz. Not even there yet.
It was a valve on the 27.
God, Fitzwater's not. Fitzwater needs to be making more time up.
Well, he made up a decent chunk that time. It's down to 22.7, but that's not enough.
Yeah, and this is amazing strategy for Dylan Young's last win was at Homestead last season. He's 15th in the points.
And looking to become the first 2-time Riverside winner in the series.
And so Dylan Young's finished the last few races. He finished second at Vegas. How about a second and first last 2 weeks?
Well, he's 16th in points coming into this one. He had just
Out of-
2 top 10 finishes in the first 6 races of the season.
he had a pole last week too, so I mean the 24 has been on a roll. I'll be surprised if
As
he pits. I
RJ
don't think
trying
he
to
will.
chase down Mary Shelley. This is the battle for 32nd.
I'd be very surprised if anybody pits. You made your bed.
And you really have.
Looking at
Yeah,
the wrong
I mean,
card
Dylan
here.
Young also is able to draft now at this point. There's Duncan passing the 17th. So this is where those tires are starting to fall off.
Now this is what Fitzwater was planning on doing. I just don't think the pit stop worked for him. Fitzwater still hasn't got to the 44.
No, he still hasn't.
Hamill to 6. Well, that's a great comeback for Hamill.
Considering where they were at one point in this, yeah.
You know, I was going to eat my words. I said the top the people that,
21.9 now. Almost a
I'm
full
gonna-
second gain. Randolph for 3rd.
and he was 42nd at one point.
Now, granted, it is on strategy. It is partially on strategy.
But still,
But what a strategy it has been for the 41. And there's damage on the left side of that car. He's hit the outside wall.
and remember that's from lap 1 of the race.
Well, no, they probably would fix that. He's gotten it again since then.
Well, I'm going to eat my words to saying the top 10 was not going to gain a lot of points today because holy crap.
Well, yeah, it's actually the points leader themselves that's doing it. As
Holy
Dylan Young coming through the final corner, he'll see the white flag this time by.
Yeah, I really hope I'm not leading by a full race after this. Here we come.
Well, Duncan's not in one of those that we're watching.
It's
We're
what?
down
no,
to minute
no.
19s.
So now the tires are going. This is what I expected. 17 can make it. 41's going to make
Does
it.
the 57 have to pit? Yes! Pollard pits coming to the white!
Well, I think that's what Charles wanted anyways.
So, and Downey trying to pressure Bradley Ream.
How much spots did Paulo lose? That's the... Oh, he's going to have to fix damage. Damn it.
Yeah. What is the lap time? So he was in 5th. It's a 3-second stop, so they might not have fixed much damage.
Now that is going to... Well, at least he ain't going to have a full race advantage now.
As...
Dylan Young, what a call, what a strategy.
When was the last time Hendrick finished 1-2?
Never.
I'm just realizing that. We're looking at a Hendrick 1-2 at Riverside.
That's rarely happened. Hendrick Motorsports going for their 19th career win. They've won the last road course race, trying to sweep the road courses so far.
And coming through the final corner, someone else had to pit. It was Gene Sanford.
Oh, God.
RJ into the wall, and Dylan Young wins the Moreno Valley Mall 400.
Even though RJ almost tried to cost him the win.
It is
what a
going to be
job.
a 1-2 for Hendrick Motorsports. Wilhoit 3rd.
How
Randolph
about Tim Randolph?
from
What a
42nd
drive.
to 4th.
What a drive,
At
what a
one
call.
point.
Derek
Hamill's
Hamill
going to
with
get a
his-
top 5.
Wow, Time Paul, what a drive,
Gatlin
too.
Downey, Bradley Ream to the line.
Give it to Ream. No.
Ream got it.
Oh, he did. Holy shit.
Swanson. And Shelton's going to get a top 10.
Wow.
No, never mind. Swanson was 10th. Okay, never mind. That's
11
11.
still. Wow, what a race. That was a really good race. Well, I guess now we could say the drivers, no one in the top 10 doesn't have a top 10 anymore.
Pretty shocked. Or no, wait. Never mind. That was one top 10. I was looking at the wrong part. Well, that is true. Assuming Braddock doesn't move into the top 10.
I hope not.
He was 15th in points. He was
Well,
about
considering
40
that
points off
Pollard...
of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Tim Randolph, what a drive, what a performance. That's a championship effort right there. That was unbelievable. He was literally about to get lapped before the caution came out.
I mean, so there was a lot of good fortune that went with it, but what a job by that team.
Wow.
Top 10 today. Oh, Schluter fell to 19th because of his pit strategy.
Still top 20.
So the top 10 today: Dylan Young, Jonathan Zorline, Tristan Wilhoit, Tim Randolph, Derek Hamill, Time Pollard, the 6 drivers that pulled off the alternate pit strategy and didn't pit. They pit one less time. Fitzwater, Ream, Downey, and Paul Swanson.
It still
Give me your
finished
final thoughts
13th.
on this one.
That was probably one of the best Riverside races. It wasn't 9 seconds. I don't know how the 57 finished 13th. That's incredible. Chris Woolston didn't even finish in the top 28, so it's good. I'm looking at it correctly. So JT Woolston, it's going to be between JT and Pollard now. Good job by Dylan. Well, he's going to enter the top 10, and he's going to be a threat to come to that point. So if he keeps running like this, next race is Martinsville, and he's made a lot more starts there. So Zorline second. That's what Zorline needs. The 25. Coming into this race, Zorline's best finish this year so far was a 14th and 29th and a 35th. Tristan Wilhoit, 55th, really needed that run. Tim Randolph, championship effort. Derek Hamill really needed that run too. Time Pollock's going to help us on points. Bradley Reams, first ever top 10. That's the 24th, fifth win in the series. Dylan Young's won 3 of them. Look at the bottom of the results. Peter Onjag with the top 20 out of nowhere. Tough break for Pretty Shot. She's going to drop out of the one race behind category. Steve Paul for sure. William Duncan had a great card, just didn't work. Chris Wilson with a 29. Yeah, he's Steve Paul third. Unfortunately, he's gonna have a big points lead. Crap. Isaac Flickinger 27th after starting to the front. And I really like this race. This was really good pitch strategy. The caution kind of played out for some of the guys. We're being off next. We're going to Martinsville, where Amy Shelley and Robert Paul finished 1-2 last year. So who knows what's going to happen? And Dylan Young is 15th. He broke the trend of below 30th winning. So the points are going to be a little ahead.
We know that the 24 is going to DNQ next week, right?
Well, if he DNQs from 10th, I'm in trouble. But anyways, Pollock's going to pull away for a little bit, but I really hope he starts crashing out, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm
but
just
anyways,
it's what, the last 3 in a row now? The guy who won the previous race DNQ'd the next one?
Yeah, so really good job in the Cyanide, Charles. A Rick Ware racing car got points yesterday, and
Okay, hold on, you're saying that. Got more than the minimum.
Yeah. Well, and then next week we're going to, I believe it's Dover, then we're going to Martinsville. So I'll see you guys next week for Dover.
So with that said, congrats to Dylan Young on what I think, and I could be wrong, I think it is his 6th career win.
I will tell you right now.
That's
the Dylan Young is 5th. His 5th career win.
Okay, I knew it was either 5 or 6. Okay, so congrats to Dylan Young on his 5th career win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. Leave a comment down below if you didn't leave one in the Premiere chat or on Discord to let me know what you guys thought of this one and what we could have done better. If you wanted to on that. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Someone please get Tim Randolph a beer. He deserves it.